Hi guys, so the cookie I finally decided on. I went back and forth multiple times, you can ask Jen, but we decided to stick with Dutch letters. I'm Dutch, and where I'm from, the town I'm from, they always sold Dutch letters in the bakery there, and they're really good. It's kind of like an almond bar, except a little different. But anyway, so what you're going to need is puff pastry. I have 2 sheets. You can make it yourself. I choose not to because, well, I don't have time for that. So I got these. It's 2 sheets per package of this Pepperidge Farm stuff. And then you need an 8-ounce can of almond paste. If you're not sure where to find it, you can find it by the pie filling. You need an egg, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of sugar, and go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Alright, so in the bowl we have the sugar and the brown sugar, the almond paste, and don't be alarmed, the almond paste is quite hard. And instead of the whole egg, you want to make sure just to do the egg white. Now we're going to want to mix it, and it is going to be a little difficult. Like I said, the almond paste is pretty tough. So I start with a fork, and as you get it worked through a little bit, you can start to use your hand and almost knead it like a dough. Once the almond mixture is all together, then you're going to want to make these ropes. Now it's going to be sticky, and I just kind of roll it out right here on the counter, but don't worry if they break. It doesn't need to be one long. Like you can see, I have little bits, but I got a pen to kind of show you how thick they are. They're about the same height, so I'd say about like a decent pen. A little bigger is fine, but anyway, you're going to want to get those all rolled out and set them aside. Okay, so I have my dough here. I kind of rolled it out just a little bit more to make it a little thinner. And we took a pizza cutter, and you're gonna want about 5 equal strips. And this is for 1 puff pastry. I still have 1 more sheet to do, but we're gonna just do 1 at a time. So 5 strips. So in here I have just a little bit of plain water, and I'm gonna just wet, let's see if I can do this with looking through the thing. I'm going to wet just one of the long edges of this with water. This is going to help it stick when we're ready for that part. So go ahead and just kind of wet down that edge. Okay, so we've placed the almond strip down the middle, and then we're going to go ahead and roll it over, like this piece over around the almond, and then you're going to want to seal the edges. Okay, at this point we got our S's made. I didn't have parchment paper, so I just used brown paper. That's fine. Anyway, I got some water over here left from sealing the edges. You're just going to want to brush some onto the cookie, and you're going to sprinkle it with some sugar, and then you're going to bake it at 375 for about 20 minutes. But that's just kind of what you're going to do to all of them, and then sprinkle with sugar while it's still wet. This is what they should look like when they're done, and they're very hot, so I'm just going to let them cool down, and then I'll open one up and let you see what it looks like. Alright, they've cooled down a bit, and you can see that's kind of just what they look like inside. There's your almond paste mixture on the inside. They're very flaky, and with that little bit of sugar you add on top, they're oh so good. I hope you enjoy this as much as we do. Bye guys!